I'm Jules.
And I'm Camilla.
And we are from All Dolled Up. And today we're going to be talking about how to keep your makeup on your face in summer. In other words, how to apply makeup so that it's long lasting and lasts all through a really hot, sweaty South African summer day.
We've all been there.
So the first thing to think about is a primer. And there are two things to consider. The one is your skin type and the other are any concerns you might have. By that I mean, do you have dry skin, for example? In which case you would go for something hydrating, like the Gosh Primer Plus. This is really good because it helps to plump up your skin, gets rid of any dry patches, just prepares the skin for foundation. If you have oily combination skin like me, and I in particular have a very shiny T-zone, something that's quite mattifying is good. So this is the L'Oreal Infallible Mattifying Base. You put on a tiny amount, like I say, just on my T-zone, and it completely cancels out any shininess and it stops shininess from developing. If you have enlarged pores or any kind of unevenness on the skin texture that you want to smooth over, smoothing primers are fantastic. So Max Factor Face Finity All Day Primer is very good. This is from Clicks, very inexpensive, and it's very smoothing but still very lightweight. In the same vein, this is a little sample size of the Benefit Porefessional. This is kind of the big daddy of the pore filling primers. It's very smoothing, it's very silicone-y, but it really does provide an incredibly soft, smooth base for foundation. Another thing you might want to think about is an eyeshadow primer. I certainly need eyeshadow primer. I can't get away with it, otherwise crease city. So there are two I would recommend. The one is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. Although you can't get this here, if you can get your hands on it, it's an excellent option. If not, the NYX HD eyeshadow base is very similar. It won't crease your shadows, it keeps them on all day long, and it's also affordable from the drugstore, so this is a great option.
Next, you want to think about foundation if you want to wear foundation. Our favorites are the Double Wear Light from Estee Lauder. This is absolutely brilliant, works on all skin types. Julia wore it for her wedding. I wear it today. Oh, are you? I wear it regularly and I've got very dry skin and it looks great on me as well. The trick is to work in light layers. Don't just apply a huge amount of product onto your face because it's going to be a mess. So just apply where you need it in thin layers and work up from there. If you are a beach babe and you feel the need to wear foundation to the beach, then the MAC Face and Body is a great option because it is waterproof and i.e. sweat-proof. So you
that works like a bomb.
Yeah. So you've got all your bases covered with this one. Again, work in light layers.
Once you've finished with your foundation, the next best thing you can do is to set it with powder. Now you've got two main options: loose powder and pressed powder. These are two from MAC. They're both the Prep and Prime translucent setting powder, but like I say, in the two finishes. I personally prefer the loose powder, but the pressed powder is fantastic for touch-ups.
If you want to put something on your eyes, then we would recommend cream eyeshadows. So we've got this great one from MAC. This is one of their paint pots. The Maybelline Color Tattoos and the Topshop cream eyeshadows are all excellent. On their own, they are quite long wearing. I find they set really well and they wear really well. And if you want to amplify the color and really make it stand out, then I would recommend using a powder over the top of it to kind of set it and get the best possible effect. Same goes for blusher. So I love using cream products in the summer because they make your skin look dewy and healthy, but they don't have the best wearing time. So I like to dust a bit of a powder blush on top to set everything in place. It's great because it extends the wear of the cream blush, but it doesn't take away that dewy kind of luminosity that the cream gives you.
So as a girl with slightly oily skin, I do find that towards the end of the day, no matter what I've done, there's bound to be a little bit of shine. The best thing I've found, rather than just going straight in with powder, is to use blotting sheets first. Blotting sheets are miracle workers. These are just two that I keep in my handbag. There are a lot of brands that make them. MAC makes them, Palladio makes them, Essence makes them. There's a bunch of brands available. And what they do is essentially soak up any excess oil on the skin, which sounds charming, doesn't it? But that is the reality of the product. So you just take a sheet, and what I do is I normally press it over my nose, normally my chin and my forehead, and it soaks up all the oil, immediately removes any shininess, and then I go in with a little bit of powder just to, again, set the area. It also means you're not just piling powder on top of powder on top of foundation, which can land up looking very cakey and look very unnatural. So this is a much better alternative.
The last step in the regime should be some kind of setting or fixing spray. Our two favorites are Beauty Fix, which is a makeup finisher, and then the iconic MAC Fix Plus spray as well. These are brilliant because not only do they set your makeup in place for longer, well they certainly do for me, but they can also, if you have oilier skin and you've applied a little bit too much powder, it just takes the edge off. It kind of puts a glow or luminosity back into your skin that would have been dulled down by the powder. Also, it's lovely to keep, which is what I do, keep it on my desk, and throughout the day I'll just spritz myself to kind of revitalize my makeup and to refresh myself. So that's it. Those are our tips for keeping your skin primed and ready for the summer months to make sure you don't have makeup melting down your face. So we hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you like it, please give it a thumbs up, and thanks for watching. Bye.